In honor of back to school, I decided I wanted to make some cinnamon sugar donuts, and that's because in grade school, my school used to give us cinnamon sugar donuts about 3 or 4 times out of the month for breakfast. We used to have cinnamon sugar donuts and juice. And I really appreciated that. I'm sure the teachers didn't, but I thought it was great. Anyway, I've been thinking about them a lot, so I decided I wanted to make them again. Because I'll most likely never have them again. So to start out, I mixed my wet ingredients with my yeast, let that bloom, and then added my dry ingredients. I let that mix together, and then I let that rise for a bit, and then I decided I needed to go to the gym because I really needed to go to the gym. So I put it in the refrigerator, and when I got back, it was ready to use. The dough was a little sticky, so putting it in the refrigerator really helped. It made it a lot easier to roll out and shape, and just to work with in general. So after I got back, that's what I did. I rolled everything out, shaped it, and then I wrapped it to let it proof again until it like doubled in size. And this is very important. You want to make sure that you put them on parchment paper and then cut them out into individual like little squares because that really helps. Obviously you can't pick this up with your hands because they will deflate, and that's no bueno. They won't be any good. So I think that's one of the most important steps in all of this. Don't forget it. So anyway, I wanted to make some filling for the filled donuts I wanted to do. So I cut out 2 green apples, added some cinnamon sugar, put them on some medium heat, cooked those down. Then I added a little bit of a slurry, and then I mixed that together with my burr mixer because they were too big to inject into donuts, of course. And as you can see, I actually lowered my oil temp because the longer I used the oil, the hotter it got and the darker they got really fast. So I ended up lowering my oil by, I don't know, everyone's oven or stove is different, but I lowered it to about a 2, so like a low medium. Anyway, to inject my donuts, I use a skewer to make holes in all of the filled donuts, and then I just use a pastry bag and a tip to fill them all and just kind of stuff it in there until you get some pushback, and then a little bit might come out as well. That's how you know it's filled all the way. And then I just rolled all the donuts in some cinnamon and sugar, and there you have it. Also note that you kind of want to roll them in the cinnamon sugar when they're still like a little bit warm and still have like a little bit of grease on them, so that the cinnamon sugar will stick better. I ended up rolling them twice to make sure they were like well coated, but yeah, as you can see, they were super soft, so good, and the filling went throughout the donuts. But yeah, they're not exactly like the ones I remember, but they're very, very close, and I'm glad I made them.